The second attack will crit, and as it crits, you notice it deals an extra d4 of damage. Spoilers.
So,
Yes.
add an extra d4?
So yeah, it does 2d4 crit damage instead of 1d4.
Wow.
But it won't matter in this case because it's enough to put it down to 0, and that little bit of fire damage smolders the bark enough that it is not able to restore itself.
Could we assume that the crit damage is doubled on the other form as well?
At this point, yes, you can assume that. It's effectively proven. You haven't proven it yourself, but it's a safe assumption, and just put it in because yes, it's true.
I'm under the performing today.
Alright. Back
Shut up,
to
Mel.
investigating the hedges.
All right. Naomi at this point is she's going to finally get around the thing, and she's going to call it. Maybe we should take a rest at this point.
Yeah, I think we should take a rest. Jade, get your ass back here.
You too, Philia.
Well, Fluffy ain't here at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pull Alto back. All right.
Do we want to keep going? Because we ain't.
Naomi will say, why don't we rest in this corner here where we can watch what approaches?
Which one is she pointing at? This one? Next
Like
to
this
Jade?
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jade will set up a cordon of arrows further ahead, away from the party if they want her to.
Clytus will kind of think from once he doesn't feel it's necessary for that.
Yeah, we're just taking a short rest.
Just
Yeah.
a short rest? Okay.
Yeah, just a short rest for this.
Alright. It was just short rest. I'll just kind of be ready but still resting.
So let's throw some hit die at people.
There we go. Hit dice.
So he rolled shit for his hit die.
God damn it.
And let me roll another one for him. Oh, that's
When I can, I will roll hit die.
And next, Nomi needs to roll some hit die because she's not doing too well either.
Wow.
1, 2.
I should probably
Wow, Nomi's really not doing well.
Nomi, I can heal you up a little bit.
At least she's got her main weapon.
Wow, she is really not doing. One more. Holy crap!
No.
Wow.
Wow, I'm cursed. I am cursed.
Wow. Okay, this is.
Here, Nomi, eat some berries. Jade is going to chuck some berries at her throat.
How many and what are the numbers I gave? Okay, so she's going to get. I'm going to say those 3.
Mm-hmm.
Screw you, roll
So
20.
she's going to get +4, +7, +7.
Roll 20, please.
That was kind of hilariously bad.
I f***ing hate roll 20.
Clytus isn't doing so well. Has he already rolled hit die?
He's already rolled his hit die. He's good for now.
Alright, she'll give him 2 berries as well.
Look all these ones.
Wow. All right, so he'll get another 11 in.
Screw roll 20.
I'm waiting for Yasana to finish her hit die. To see if I want to get my rest up.
These hit die. Holy crap! This is hilarious.
See, this is exactly why I got that feat that let me have a minimum on all hit die. It was amazing.
That might be the more usable, I feel, going forward, since it's going to be more short rests and less long rests.
Mm-hmm.
My big pig.
Woo!
Alright.
And Clytus is just kind of sitting back and trying to relax a little bit and just like, I can understand why they'd have trouble in this place. It's not like each individual encounter isn't that bad, but so many it would wear you down.
Well, we probably could rest more often, but
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I think I'm done with mine.
that one's going towards Nomi. This one is going towards Shiki. Ah, crap.
How
There
many
you
have you used?
I have 10 per day. I have used 9.
Alright.
And then I have good
I've
berry
never-
branch on top of it.
I have never seen so much red on this.
I know, right? It's insane. Did I not?
Is the
No.
short rest over now?
Give me one moment. I'm checking for something.
How you doing on time anyway, Alto?
All right, yeah, the long rest will kind of progress without any real issue. Nothing else seems to jump out. It looks as though the hour that you're just sitting around isn't enough for the place to start sending more guardians in, or whatever it's doing.
Couldn't we go back and ask them to give us a talisman to let us walk through here unharmed?
I don't think they can walk through here unharmed either. Probably why they just never.
Well,
Breathe,
Lisa's dead.
Risu.
And that, kids, is why you don't smoke.
Yeah, Claudius.
I'm on tail end of illness, so.
Yeah, she has been sick for a little while. And Claudius will speak up at this point. It's like, I was under the same impression. They didn't seem to be very inclined to leave the region they were in.
Yeah, I think they can't really go in. As they said, they only really see Marashi when he pays them a visit.
Yes, they seemed more or less to be watching the entrance area more than anything.
Well, it's a good thing we brought them back to life so they could continue their work at a -4 to everything.
Hell, I personally think that even Arashi can't walk through here without getting attacked, but knowing him, he probably wouldn't care.
I'm gonna, towards the end, I'm gonna look around and see if there's any cubbies like in the other area.
It doesn't appear as though anything is quite large enough, but roll an investigation to see if there's anything that out of the ordinary.
I'll join in.
Up on that, but
Yeah, you're investigating around, like, where would you be looking around at one point, you think?
I'd be looking around all this area, the entire
Like, just-
edge area.
Yeah, alright, so I'm going to say at some point, probably when you're around here-ish looking around, so many around.
Around the outside.
I'm stalling as I'm rolling a sheet.
Right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right.
Yeah, and as you're looking around at that point, probably more towards when you're by yourself, you can kind of feel a gust of wind come up around behind you. And
Clytus.
wow,
Is
that
it-
is
Is
that.
Is it a pistol or a pet kit?
No, I am just disappointed.
Take 91 damage. You're
Jade,
left with
roll a
1 HP.
perception check real quick.
Sure.
You realize as you're looking around as this like wind moves past you that something was trying to attack you. Glancing down to the squares to the side and below you, you notice that there is the outline of 2 creatures, which is very difficult to see.
All right.
You can't even really see the outlines. You can only see dust from where they once were.
How
Jade,
big
you're
are the footprints?
They're not footprints.
There's no footprints? All right.
There are no footprints.
Oh, spooky ghost. Spooky ghost.
She's just going to call out, I mean you no harm. Not that
Okay.
it does any good in this part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it probably won't. Not at all at this point. You don't get any response.
And Clytus,
It
stop
tries-
trying to
it
look at my
tries to-
skirt.
It tries to attack you again. It continues to be incapable of rolling over a 5.
Do I notice this?
At this point, it's kind of obvious that something is trying and failing to attack Jade. Oh my
Alright.
god, you have advantage from being invisible! Why are you so
Sil-
terrible?
Silver,
If
can
I'm still in combat, so I'll just put myself back.
You're basically in combat at this point.
Yeah, I
Silver,
thought...
can
Go ahead.
I attempt to attack this thing?
You can attempt to shoot it, yes.
I
I
thought
can't shoot
that it had moved on from what you had
Or
said.
attempt to hit it. No, it's still trying to hit you. It is explicitly focusing on you.
Whereabouts do you say it's down there somewhere?
There's one here, it seems, and one below her.
Okay, so I'm gonna go the one. I got reach, correct?
You do have reach, yes.
So it's 2 squares over.
Yeah, you can, so you could, from where you are, you could hit below.
Okay,
Because that's 10-foot reach, so you could hit down below.
I'm going to whip.
Then are you going to nay-nay?
Nice. So that one will hit very
Yeah, but-
well.
Yes, but look at all the red.
It crits though, nonetheless. It does crit though.
I'm buying. Look, right, I see. I'm buying.
Why
a
don't you
camera,
just
I'm
on the actual crit damage instead of 1d4 put 2d4?
No,
And Yasana.
I'm buying a camera and I'm buying dice and I'm gonna roll dice.
No, I'm
instead.
saying like on the actual thing instead of rolling the extra 1d4, why not on crit damage instead of
I-
1d4 say 2d4?
It's what I'm doing now.
Okay. Yep, you do definitely hit something there as it kind of disperses around. It doesn't seem to be focused at you at all, though.
Huh.
Actually, no, you would have had disadvantage because it's invisible.
I'll whip again.
You would have still hit it, though, but you would not have crit it in that case.
I'll whip again.
You hit it the second time for another 11 damage. You miss it the last time. Actually,
How
no,
do
you
you-
hit it last time as well for another 11 damage.
Just move right there.
Okay?
Yep, definitely someone here.
Yep, let's go ahead and roll initiatives now.
Can I perception to try to determine where they are exactly?
While everyone's doing
these
this,
two were like over here-ish.
I was gonna ask if I could attack. Well, then Shiki jumped in and said, "I'm gonna attack," and then I let her do all of that. Can I do an attack before the initiative?
You
round?
may do an attack
Okay.
before your.
Can I move my hunter's mark to it?
Since it would have to be something you could see, I'm going to say no.
Okay. I was just checking. And it's not adjacent to anyone, right? So I don't get
That
back.
one below you is not adjacent to anyone. You believe there's one to the right, as you can feel it moving around, which would be adjacent to 3 people.
Yeah. So I'll attack the one I have advantage on.
Okay, so neutral. Yep. Those will both hit, dealing 8 piercing damage, and sneak attack does apply.
And then she'll just call out, "Show yourselves, and we'll stop hitting you." Because obviously
Alright.
you can't hit anyone else.
And that one is 6 damage. And you get no response. You just hear like a burst of wind around you.
Yasana.
So first up is Yasana, actually. I fucked up. I fucked up. It's Yasana.
Alright. With that perception roll, would I be able to determine roughly where I'm swinging this?
Roughly where you're swinging is, as was stated before, there's one roughly there, and you can kind of see one roughly below Jade.
Yeah, you can see Jade hacking at something right here.
The spell exists for a reason.
Yep, and you'll hit that one pretty effectively, dealing a lot of damage for once.
And the fire
18
for
damage
the
plus
additional.
14 fire, and the fire
Yeah.
damage kind of surges out, striking very distinctly another enemy directly below Jade.
And do this.
These invisible assassins were supposed to do more damage.
They were supposed to hit once.
Yes, there's 2 of them with 2 attacks each, and not a single, and they have advantage, and not a single one could hit above a 15.
They're fired. All of them fired.
They are. All right, that it for Yasana?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Jade's up.
Alright,
It's still
same
visible after being murdered.
same targets.
Yep, same target.
Oh, looks like I might have missed. No, you 14 hit before.
14 shouldn't have hit. That was my fuck up. So the previous 14 did still hit because I'm not going back to it, but this 15 misses. Or this 14 misses because it's actually AC 15. So the second attack will hit, dealing 15 damage.
It's amazing how few humanoids and dragons are in this area.
There are humanoids. I gave you a dragon, you ignored it, but yeah, there are humanoids in the area, but for the most part, a lot of the defenses of this place are elementals. So that's it for Jade's turn. Philia's up.
Alright, so I have not seen one of them yet, right?
You have not seen one of them, but you have seen them being hit, and you have seen like air getting struck across them. You can kind of hear it, you can kind of feel it moving across, but it's completely invisible.
And you can't go through enemy spaces, so I am at a huge disadvantage in this position.
Yeah, you are. Here you are. Yes, you are.
You can go around, technically,
I've looked at that direction.
but that's a lot of
Bit around.
it's a lot of difficult terrain too.
10, 20, 30 to get to there. So I can get to there in one move.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're
Jade was
at
attacking
range.
there.
Jade-
There is one that you can like roll perception real quick for free, all out.
Actually, let me just make sure that I do have that distance, because 10,
Jade was attacking the one just south of Shiki.
20,
30, 40.
10, 20. Nope, I'm 5 off. Never mind.
Alright, so
Okay.
you're stopping there?
Because of that.
Yep. Alright. Then I guess it's Clytus's turn, and Clytus, get on the right layer, does not have the issues that you're dealing with, thankfully, as he runs over here and he attempts to strike at the gust of wind directly south of Jade. And he'll hit, and he'll miss.
Every time you say gust of wind, I'm like, gust of wind.
Just a
dance?
win.
So he will deal only 10 damage to it. Shiki's turn.
I realise I don't need to actually use the whip here if it's right next to me.
Yep, and it is right next to you. So you could bonus action back into normal and stab.
Yep. Then stab of swords.
Yep, and that will hit with disadvantage for 13 piercing. And you can kind of feel as you strike forward that the gust of wind, whatever was there, seems to be dissipating.
So it's not there anymore. So can I just
Yes.
Can I step
So
there,
you
then?
could step through there without any issues now.
Fair enough. In that case, that other stab would have gone to the other
Yep,
one.
and that's going to do 8 damage to that one as you hit
Oh,
it.
it hit.
Actually, no, it'll miss because you have... Yeah, it'll miss. My mistake.
Then I
my
stab
mistake.
again. He
Next
missed.
up is this thing's turn, and it is still relentlessly attacking Jade. It hits!
They
8
just hit you,
damage.
Jade.
8 damage.
Misses. Yep.
That,
Ah.
It hit, and I'm proud of it for that.
one moment. I'll be
Jade
right
golf
back.
claps.
Next up is Nomi's turn. Nomi is just gonna, she's gonna step forward, be kind of confused, and just kind of shrug and chuck a fireball in the general direction of south of. Yeah, just chuck a produce flame in that general direction, and she hits with good damage. Oh my word!
Jade continues golf clapping.
14 damage.
Silver, I'm posting this Discord, but this should sum up my feelings towards your assassins.
Yes, that is very accurate. That is a very accurate thing. They are extremely mediocre. Oh, that is hilarious. Yasana, you're up. There's one left. Oh my word. This was supposed to be like a
Sorry
big.
about that.
Yeah, you're up. There's only one left. These were supposed to be like kind of a point, kind of a thing. Like do some damage, figure out why they're attacking, but like no, they just don't do shit.
So, I was thinking, can I perception try to make this more accurate?
You already are flanking, which will neutral it. You cannot get advantage,
Damn.
and you do effectively know that it's in that square at this point, as it has not seemed to move at all.
I'll do more damage or I go attacking.
All right, so that first one will hit for 12.
2.
That second one will hit for 13.
Is it still alive?
It is still alive.
Jade's
The only
gonna.
way it will survive is if she misses. And she doesn't miss, as she just kind of slices through this invisible whatever it is.
Right.
This invisible stalker killing it.
Do they
That
show,
was supposed to...
do they show
They do
up
not
when they
show up
die?
when they're killed. No.
Are they there? Like, can I kick it and it's there?
It seems to just be a puff of air. It seems to have been some sort of air elemental. Like in the room where you first started and you took the lightning rod.
Mm-hmm. Well, that probably could have gone worse.
Can I do
Oh, it could have got a lot worse if they could have fucking rolled for shit. Like, that was hilarious how bad they were. So you guys want to progress forward now up into the upper area?
Yeah.
Well, if she got attacked over here, there could be something over here worth value.
Yeah, I was investigating. I didn't see anything there, right?
Yeah, there was nothing of value over there. I'm going to cluster everyone up so I can copy them and move them onto the next map.
Everything's a cluster.
Everything.
Boop.
Please be the workshop. Please be the workshop. Please be the workshop.
You teleport to the workshop, and there's 7 guns there just ready for you.
Alright.
Like I'm gonna raid that workshop for just spare parts.
While we're here,
You're in the lower middle-ish.
can I listen to see if I hear anything?
Roll perception.
I will join you. It was Twitch.
All right.
Man, I
You
wish
can
I had
kind
keen
of-
hearing.
Yeah, you can kind of hear some voice, like kind of bellowing boisterous. I don't think I said that right. From somewhere up directly ahead. So it's kind of hard to see. You can't see where you are currently, but there are lights heading off to the passage to the left.
Wow, that was a 5 and a 9.
Boisterously.
Behind us.
Yeah, Jade, as you actually step forward to look at that, you can see further straight ahead, you can see that there's a little path going down to what looks like a bridge over water. And some sort of thing here, it looks almost like the bottom of a shaft you might see in a mine shaft going straight up and down.
And the voice is coming from the north.
Yeah, and as Clytus looks off to the north, he kind of raises his eyes a little closer, and he's like, that looks like there's a lot of water up there, I think.
Any idea whose voice that is?
He just kind of looks like he's going to step forward to get a bit better look.
Don't go too
Jade will
far.
There is a
follow.
lot of water up there, and he kind of shies back, looking very nervous.
Not sure if that line's supposed to be visible.
That line is supposed to be visible.
Okay.
Not a fan of water, are we, Mr. Doomstrider?
I can't swim. Why would you think I could?
So you are not a water strider, just a dune strider.
Yeah, and as you come out, you can definitely hear the boisterous voice. It's coming out more to the left.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I have the perfect floaty for you. Hands in
Yeah.
levitation.
Okay, so for explaining how this room works, the blue lines outline where the water is shallow enough to walk. The places where they're not, it is deep, extremely deep.
Okay,
Let's head
if
back.
you- Clytus, we have to go for that room. You can hold on to the book. It should help you keep you afloat if you go in the deep end.
There might be something in here, though.
Let's check other areas before we come here. If at all possible, I don't want to go swimming.
Yasana's just gonna step right here.
I'm gonna say no because that would be awkward.
Would be.
Felia. I'm gonna say no, Alto, because that would just be awkward for me.
No, Alto, you are not a Death Knight.
That's not part of the spell. Alto.
You need specialized boots for that.
To be fair,
But they were made for walking.
I was debating, just taking lightning blade, moving blade right into the water.
They might give us hypothermia faster.
Okay. As you progress further into this room,
Guys, hold up.
yeah, as you progress further in this room, so describing it,
Damn it,
there
Jade.
is a large, there's
No.
a pit in for you. It's less of a pit, more of just like a depressed area, as though it looks like a platform would come there and rise straight up. Off in the corner, residing there, you can see what looks to be a large construct of sort. It is damaged. There appears to be part of its chest is missing, as though something were ripped out, and it is not moving at all.
Gonna move my
Jade,
hunter's
can
mark
you-
to it.
Yeah, Jade, can you watch my back for a second while I go and check that out?
Do you really want to move your hunter's mark to it?
Actually, I don't have hunter's mark because we spent an hour.
Jade, you okay? Just
Oh yeah, by the way, Nomi in her long rest would have done a thing where she gets back half of her level in spells. so-
Hold on, Felia. Hold on.
I'm about to say I'm gonna check the construct out anyway. So if I just get knocked off,
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a tinkering check.
I will.
Can I investigate this lever?
Can I go
Yes.
ahead and roll
Actually, let me-
investigation for what might have caused the damage?
Yes, let me go through in order, starting left to right. So the construct there. Feel free to roll the investigation to see what caused the damage. Shiki, the best you can see with this construct is it's mixing magic and technology, as you've actually seen with enough of Arashi's work, though it seems to be much more primitive in a way than some of the earlier things he's done. And when I say primitive, over-designed to hell and back. And that's part of the problem with it. Something critical seems to be missing, probably from the damage to the chest,
I'm
which
literally
is preventing it from working properly. You can see what seems to be a slot for some sort of control.
doesn't need this, doesn't need that. Doesn't
Probably a magical gem of sort. And you do not have supplies to do this. So if you're going to try to do that, you are, probably damaging it more.
A golem core.
Now I really want to get to his workshop.
Yasana, as you're trying to figure out what caused this, it's really hard to tell. It seems as though something grabbed a hold of this thing's chest and just ripped the plate off.
Jade, if we get to the workshop and we find something to repair this, mind if we come back?
And in the room, the center of the room, looking straight up, you can see that passageway goes up a huge distance. Like, there appears to be some sort of shimmering field a little ways up, but you could almost get the feeling that goes all the way up to the top of the pyramid.
So that is our final boss area, guys, so we should go there last.
It sounds
Going
like
to
this could
ask-
elevate us somehow.
Yes, and Jade, as you take a look at the lever, you do get the feeling that this lever controls the mechanism, whatever the platform is that would raise up. But as it looks, it seems like you try to yank on a little bit, and it's completely stiff. Looking at the 5 little pillars on the wall around you, you notice one of them seems to be missing a chunk.
What are these pillars made out of?
They seem to be made out of a mixture of adamantite, mithril, and other very rare and powerful materials. You don't recognize all of them.
Checking out the pillars.
Philia, would you
Yes.
mind if I borrowed that emerald for a minute?
The emerald
Yes.
does not appear like it'll fit in.
Do I get anything what these pillars are meant to do then? Just looking at them.
The pillars, as you investigated that, she can get the feeling that these pillars are definitely the control mechanism. Though you can't really figure out without an intense study what the mechanism is fully. You don't even think you're seeing the full mechanism. So if you wanted to get this to work, you probably want to find what's missing versus
Let's
break it
sound
further by trying to replace it.
So,
Yes.
like, if I look at all of them, they're what appears to be like, is it just like it's not raised compared to the other ones, or?
It's like something was removed, like say a slot, like
Okay.
part of the pillar very cleanly was removed and is
But-
not there. There is a disconnection in whatever like circuit it was working on.
Okay, but there's no indication of a look at the other pillars. What is missing from it?
All the pillars are different, so you're not even sure what to begin with if you were trying to fabricate one of your own.
Might you have to even pay a trip to the workshop even more now?
Does the
And,
emerald appear to fit in the guardian?
Not at all. Philia, looking down there, you just see... Hold on a second. I'm going to grab you real quick. I'm going to move you... Show you better off of what you see. And I'm going to move you to this map. So you can see what you see.
I am still on the same map.
Oh, that was... Hold on. That was something very weird. I can apparently grab and move your guys' names.
Yes. When you grab and move
I
the
did
names,
not
you
know
can...
that. That kind of messed with me because I was trying to move just Alto to the map. So you're about center middle-ish?
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Can I see what's going on there?
I'll take a
Yeah.
couple steps in.
Same
Yeah,
here.
let
Can I
me
see?
move... I'll just move everyone there, so...
Yeah.
Risu does have a
Actually-
question for Dune Strider first.
Yeah. Yeah, before we move, so let me move you to this as well, so you can see... That's pretty much all of what Philia is seeing. There appears to be... Yeah, I know, everyone is still there.
Yeah.
You let me...
yeah.
It's convenient for me to have everyone still there.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let me just GM layer that.
Yeah, just quickly show us what's on the other side.
Only I can see.
Actually, one
I'll-
sec.
I'll-
I'll show everyone what's on... I gotta grab everyone, damn it.
I'm about to say, because
Back to this map. Back to this map. Copy everyone here. Back to this map.
You can temporarily have everyone have access to Philia for 5 seconds.
I'm just going to do this because it's easy enough for me. I'm going to move all the players here. I'm going to move everyone into the players. So now you can all see what's going on here.
Ah, I think
And
I've seen this before actually. Have I?
Jade's-
I remember-
Yeah, we've seen this before. Jade's
it's
going
the
to
really
lightly push on Clytus's back, not enough to push him over.
and he kind of very much freaks out and just jumps back and runs back to the previous room.
She's
Um,
gonna laugh.
As Jade's laughing, I lightly bat her on top of the heads.
It's not surprising that the man would have a phobia of deep water considering he lives in the middle of the desert. All right,
Before we
I'm
continue on,
assuming everyone's going to move back to the previous room then. We can cover your thing then, Risu. Is that yet true?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving everyone back to the previous room.
Jade, why? Would
All right, so what was your question, Risu, Yasana?
Just out of curiosity, Blackmore is a human, correct?
Supposedly.
Probably with arcane powers.
So he's not a large creature that can rip through a construct's chest, correct?
Give me a moment. I'm going to have Clytus roll a check. What would be a good check for this? I think insight would be pretty good for this, and he has half on insight. And he'll stop for a moment. He'll think on this, and he'll think on this. Nothing I've seen about him would imply that. From everything I've seen, he's just a normal man, but now that you've mentioned it, some of the things he's reportedly have done would be done a lot easier by a large creature.
Going by the damage to that golem, I'm suspecting it might be the case.
That would imply he's more dangerous than I expected. That is not good.
That's why you brought 5 of us.
Yes, we should probably keep moving then and looking around. It doesn't appear as though he's made it up, I don't believe, but I'd rather not risk.
Where are we?
Shiki, please don't destroy the robot.
I'm not destroying it. I'm improving it.
Uh-huh.
I honestly feel at this point I want to stop it off unless people can go for a little longer because
I think this.
I don't want to interrupt something mid-encounter or whatnot.
I think this is good.
Yeah.
The only other thing was if we could figure out how to get this lever working again.
You pretty much have the idea like there's one slot missing from those 5 pillars, and Shiki has determined that those pillars appear to be some sort of control mechanism. So restoring that would likely fix the lever and get the lift working again.
The lever just doesn't move without that thing there?
Yeah, you try to yank on it, you can kind of see like the lever, like it might move a few degrees, but not anywhere near enough. You can kind of see a little. Out of the 5, 3 of them are moving. The one that's missing something is half of it's moving, the rest isn't, and the last one isn't moving at all. So whatever is locked up, it's whatever's missing.
Is it sort of like gears working together and it's
Gears, pulleys, it's kind of in a way like that, but like the robot contraption, it seems to be overcomplicated.
Okay.
So it's like even if Shiki wanted to kind of like tear it down and rebuild it, she has no idea how much of it might be underground or in the walls. It would, like, as far as you know, the entire pyramid could run this contraption.
Like seriously, there's like 5 many gears in this robot. They don't need to be there.
Jade is going to take out a piece of chalk and just write on the wall, still overthinking.
Like, for some reason, this robot has a custard dispenser. Why would you even want that?
Anyway, I think we can end off there, so if you want to cut it off.
I can think of plenty of reasons to want some custard. Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
Just Jade, even though